investigate the function, movements, the characterization, and the function and the modeling of an animatronic. In this case, the animatronic is an cyclops. Remember, the cyclops is a creature from Greek mythology. In this presentation, you can see the assemble and the scene and the process of an animatronic. The animatronic will have 6 movements, and you will also see the assemble and connection of the motors, uses which will be explained in more detail in the same presentation later.
The animatronic is a project that focuses mainly on entertainment, the creation of movies, series, or video games. This is done in order to give more realism to unreal character of that artificial we represent with people. For this project, we have as an example the animatronic used in movies such as Terminator and Jurassic Park. In order to give more realism to the movies. For this project, it was chosen to make an animatronic of creature to the Greek mythology, Kyril Cyclops. Its main characteristic that is a gigant with one eye which is located in the central part of the forehead. To make its design drawing, we're taking into account and representing of some video games of said character.
The first animatronics characters to be displayed to the public were a dog and a horse, each were the attraction at two separate spectacles during in 1939 New York World's Fair. In 1961, animatronic was developed by Walt Disney to attraction to people to his World's Fair display. Ben Franklin became the first ever animatronic robot to walk upstage, climbing the steps to Thomas Jefferson Love in the American Adventure in 1989. Today, animatronic employs computer-controlled devices as well as radio or manual control. The moves are achieved by electronic motors, the pneumatic or hydraulic cylinder, and cable control mechanical. Since to be a make a robot is necessary to have a previous knowledge, for example, mechanical engineering, industrial robotic, mechatronic system, modeling of robotic system, robotic engineering, foundation theory of robotics, introduction to robotics. In a future, we could fusion animatronics with artificial intelligence in Android as well now, robots that imitate humans.
Side presentation, the materials, I divide the 3 parts: the structural, the electronic, and the characterization. The structurals, I am using the wood. Wood is the principal material because it's a very important. Is the load the Arduino and cable. The other materials is the plastic PLA is a is the principal using the 3D printing. The other materials is the stainless steel or tube, the metal wire, the script and nails, the nut and plastilock. The other materials is the electronic. The electronic is the principal materials is the Arduino, and cable or jumpers is a similar. Cable and jumpers is similar. The other materials is the servo motor. The servo motors is using the 2 servo motors, micro and high torque. And the other materials is the modulo PCA 9665 with 16 channels. It's a very easy to control the more servo motors. The other materials is the characterization. The characterization is using the moldable foamy and acrylic painting.
The general objectives designs a robot that simulates the appearance behavior of a cyclops for different uses, as in attraction, toys, video games, moves, and television.
In this project, the objective is the creation of an animatronic. In this case, the animatronic is an cyclops and a creature for the Greek mythology. For in the seeing, assemble, and the characterization, it using programs to make parts and the program motors. This program is SolidWorks and Arduino. SolidWorks is a program from the design of 3D for after impressing in 3D with a PLA. The program Arduino is from the program of the motors for the movements of the animatronic.
Hello, I presentation the how it work. Work is an electronic using the servo motor for movement, for example the airline and nick. The micro servo motor were used for movements such as A or the yaw. The other movement for the movement that require high the torque and 15 kilogram servo motors are used the such MG 995 the servo motor which is a change the nick and movement. I am using the programming part. The principal programming is the Arduino. The Arduino is the using to make an is possible to movement the servo motors and the same time is whatever the using the control board is the PCA 9685 is very important because it's the possible the movement 16 servo motors in the same time. The PCA 9685 is the control board is the capable and movement the 16 servo motors. Let's start talking about the top. We have Abram and airline movement. The A generates movement from top to bottom and from left to right. The airline movements up and down. The Abram generates movements up and down. These movements give uncertain rhythms and it's important because together they make it look and good. For the intermediate part or the middle part, we have only one movement, which is that the jaw. This generates simple movement, which is up and down, which is to open and close the mouth, which is gives a touch of personality the cyclops. To finish the part of the movement, we will go to lower part, in which we have varied movement. The first movement is an up and down, which give a certain aspect of realism. When the ape move, we have the movement where the neck leans from right to left. This is was analyzed some situation. This will be all the movement of our cyclops, which a very interesting movement that is as said before gives a certain touch on realism to all an animatronic.
This project allows us to put into practice and develop the knowledge acquired during the career. The programming allows us to give movement and establish their sequence to our animatronics. The mechanic helps us to select the appropriate materials to give it better support. The new lake in design assists big computer and are used to perform part and 3D simulation, allowing you to better visualize the part before printing the parts. In an electronics, help you select the correct power source to avoid motor failure, and robotic allowed you to select the appropriate motors. To carry out this project, we also had to carry out practice outside of career, since they make the characterization of the robots and from the way of making the skin to the way of painting it.
Yes, I have been broken up with.